Hey everybody, let's see, what's going on lately? Well, yesterday the vote for Proposition 8 that was voted for a while back was overturned by a federal judge, Judge Von Walker to be exact, in San Francisco. He voted that it was going against, human rights, American rights, and, it was persecuting a group of people in the United States that just didn't need to be persecuted. So basically, everybody can get married to whomever they want in the state of California. That's amazing. That's great. Bravo. Good job. And, why are we, harassing this one group of people that obviously didn't do anything to us? I don't know. It's weird. But, that's a good thing. We're getting one step closer to everybody having the same rights as everybody else. For a while, there's a lot of the groups that were, for the Proposition 8 said that, the church, the Bible says homosexuality is a sin, and so gays shouldn't get married because it's a right just for the heterosexual couples, brought to us by God, rada, rada, rada. But what they fail to see is that this is a country that has a separation of church and state. The Constitution was laid out for us so that regardless of your faith, the rules still apply to all of us. We have all the same rights. So even if you're a Muslim, a Buddhist, a Taoist, an atheist, a Christian, a gay person, a woman, a black, those things still apply to you. And for a while, not all those rules applied to all of us. We had to overturn some of the amendments in the Constitution, but we were taking one step in the right direction. So gays can get married now. That's amazing. That's great. Hopefully this becomes a nationwide thing, because right now it's just in California. Not just in California, but this law got overturned in the state of California. So there's going to be, gay marriages going on like crazy. It's going to be great. I cannot wait to go to my first gay wedding. I think I'm going to be sobbing like a retard. It's going to be great. And a lot of people are saying, oh my God, gay marriage is going to, destroy the sanctity of marriage. And I was like, look, gay marriage isn't going to do anything to marriage that, heterosexual marriages haven't done before. All right? You know how many, quickie, drunken, debaucherous Las Vegas marriages happen all the time? There's a drive-through wedding chapel. Really, that doesn't just bastardize marriages altogether. There's, celebrities who, proudly claim that they've been married 10 times. Why aren't you, slapping them around about it? That just irritates me. It's just because these people are gay, they obviously are going to ruin marriage. People who cheat on their significant others. People who give a damn about the marriage. Gold diggers. Marriage of convenience. Arranged marriages. These things ruin the idea of marriage that these, people who say that gays are ruining marriage forget to notice. Straight people have been ruining marriage, fine on their own, and that was totally okay because it was straight. But as soon as a gay couple wants to get married, oh, heaven forbid, they get married. And then they're saying, well, what about when gays have kids? What about that? They're going to ruin the kids. They're going to make them gay. That is the worst argument I've ever heard for that topic. Because if gay people were going to raise gay kids, then wouldn't you think that all straight couples would raise straight kids? Where do you think those gay people came from? A household with heterosexual parents. So they're failing to notice these facts. They're reaching really bad. I am for, gay couples adopting kids. Any opportunity a child gets out from being a ward of the state is a great opportunity. I don't care. As long as it's a loving home with parents who want to support them and take care of them. I don't care if it's a man and a woman. I don't care if it's two men. I don't care if it's two women. I don't care if it's two, transvestites. As long as the kid knows that it's loved and taken care of, and is, taught right and wrong, and taught, how to be a productive member of society, how is it bad if it's gay or straight? Okay, people develop moral structures regardless of their sexual orientation. People develop moral structures regardless of their religion. One of the nicest, sweetest guys, this guy will give you the shirt off his back. Hardcore atheist, does not believe in God whatsoever. But he is a good person. But is he a bad person because he's an atheist? No. It has nothing to do with him. His belief structure just happens to be different than everybody else's. And and one of the greatest, best quality human being I know, gay. Does that make him a bad person? No. And that's not something that I even care about. No, if you're gay, if you're straight, if you believe in, God or many gods, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It is the quality of the person. It is the quality of the character. Not their orientation, not who they love, not the color of their skin, not their gender, not the faith that they put on, like the faith they follow. It's the quality of the person. And I think people fail to see that a lot of the times. They just see gay couples, and especially these closed-minded people who are like, oh my god, they're homosexuals. They do such horrible things. And I was like, I know a lot of straight people who do a lot of far more horrible things, okay? Far more debaucherous and sinister things ever. Like seriously, okay, I don't see anybody making a big-ass deal about Catholic priests molesting kids. Yeah, it's a big fucking deal, and yeah, they made it, a big issue about it, but I didn't see anybody picketing outside of the churches saying, let's get rid of Catholic priests. Apparently those guys were heterosexual, and last time I checked, a boy is a male too, so do you see I'm just really confused and just like, this is putting my mind in a state of confusion, and I don't understand it. But then again, people cannot make rational decisions, obviously, and so that's just, I just shake my head at it. I'm just like, an individual person is a brilliant individual. Get them in a group, a large group, and the IQ drops. It's kind of depressing and it's kind of sad. I mean, and then people are like, well, then our vote doesn't matter because this guy overturned it. Your vote does matter, but what you fail to see is that there's a greater good to be considered. And just because we vote on it and just because we have this appeal doesn't mean it's always right. I mean, for a time, black people were slaves. They were property. These people were property. People were property, okay? And back then, that was okay. That's not a good thing. That's not an okay thing, okay? Having people as slaves, having people as property is not a good thing. Like, that came overturned because people realized it's bad. And a lot of people opposed it at the time, but you know what? It's wrong. And, things like that happen in history, especially American history. Like, women didn't have the right to vote because they were obviously inferior by what people thought. Women got the right to vote, and the world didn't end. Heaven forbid that, we have rights too. Minorities. There's so many things wrong and backwards. Like, and I'm in California. State of California, this state is nothing but minorities. And people bitch about Mexicans crossing the borders and rada. And I was like, California was part of Mexico. Did you forget that little history lesson? And it's just like, people forget that everybody's a minority somehow. So in the sense, a minority isn't a minority, it's just people. But I think we need to label everything so that we can better understand it, and that's where it gets really annoying. A gay person, when you hear somebody's gay, and you first only learn the negative, negative stereotypes that go with that, that's the first thing that sticks in your mind, and that's horrible. Because, what if your best friend, the person you grew up with, came out that they're gay? Is that person no longer your best friend? Is those life experience you shared with them doesn't matter because they're gay? No. Homophobia is horrible. It's a fear of something you don't understand. Why don't you get to know it? I have a friend. He was more or less homophobic when I met him, and I didn't understand why. And I asked him, I was like, why are you so afraid of gays? What's the dealio with that? And he's just like, I just don't know any gay people. And I was like, why? And he's like, they weren't around when I was growing up. And I was like, you know what? You need to make some gay friends. You need to, meet some people. They're not bad people. There's nothing to be scared of. They're just gay. Heaven forbid, just the way I'm just brown. Ooh. Cooties. It's a heated topic for me. It bugs me. But then again, so does a lot of things. Up next on the chopping block, legalization of marijuana. I hope that thing goes through not because I want to use it for personal use, but I think we can tax the living hell out of it, turn this place into a tourist attraction for people from all over the world can come over and just smoke a little pot, make some money off of it, get us out of this freaking deficit the state of California is in, and we would all be better off for it. I mean, alcohol is legal, and that kills a lot of people. Cigarettes are legal, and that kills millions of people. Weed, not legal. So, there's some stuff for you guys to think about. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys later. Namaste.